My Frankin Revo brushless converted out of a 2.5 or 3.3. I think it's a 2.5 because it's got the light colored shocks on it. Running on a Hobby King 80 amp 1/8 scale controller. This thing's just basically pieced together. I got it in a trade for parts and ended up just not using it for parts, and ended up using some leftover equipment I had, and had a wore out Castle Creations 1/10 scale 5700 motor, and I figured I'd see if it'd work on this for the time being. It's pretty wore out anyway, so why the hell not? And of course a little bit of advertisement. On the 3S 5000 35Z. Seems to do pretty good. I imagine the motor won't last long, but hey, it's just a clunker anyways. Hey! Hey, get out of here. Junior. Biting my tires, man. Gonna have to get after him here in a minute. It's running 58 tooth, 32 pitch spur gear, and I believe a 15 tooth pinion gear. Just the standard old Traxxas pinion gear from, I think, a Tool Drive Stampede I got years ago. He's gonna end up flipping me over. Watch this. I think if I had a little bit smaller tires on here, it'd probably be easier on that motor, but we'll just see how long it lasts. It's pretty fast for a 3S, dang. It's about as fast as my actual E-Revo on 4S. Now I did notice when I first put this in, I took it for a first run, the motor got a little warm, but wasn't too bad. Wasn't like burning or melt the magnet warm. What I did notice is that speed control has about 5-inch motor leads on it, and the motor has about 7-inch motor leads on it, and I didn't trim them down, so that wire gets really warm. So I'm thinking most of my heat is generated from the resistance in such long wiring. Motor, I think it's overkill for the speed control. I know the speed control is overkill for the motor. It's kind of hard to say because it's 6S on it before. Never got hot on a big motor, like a 1900 kV. Fast motor will warm up that speed control faster than a big one will, though, for sure, even though it's a tiny little motor. Yeah, see how that motor's feeling right about now. I do have a fan on both. Gee, that motor is pretty hot. And the wiring is just about as hot. Yeah. Truck's a little overkill for that little motor, but it's only supposed to be a 2S motor. Hey! 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 It's not a rock. It's not a stick. Get out the Savage on 6S. I'm gonna T-bone this guy. Maybe you'll learn a lesson. Dude, let's jump on it. Let's go for a ride. I think I got the speed control set up for 3.7 volt shutdown. It's a pretty old battery that's in here. I've had it for over a year now. Still charges good. All three cells sync up or balance together pretty good. I mean, within one might be 4.19, the other one's 4.20, and the other one's 4.20. That's pretty close. Close enough in my book for a play pack. Not bad. If I was to go grab my 3800 Castle KV 1/10 motor and run it in this thing, I bet you'd run a little bit better. Probably wouldn't be as fast, obviously, because it's a slower motor, but probably wouldn't draw as many amps either. Yep, there's the battery. Good work, not bad for that little guy. Little free parts truck I got, and some leftover parts. I'd say that's pretty good deal. It's kind of ugly, but hey, I like it.